So by the time it rained, they went back to the nearby village to get the alcohol to come and perform the libation. Before they came back, they came and saw me sitting by the car. So that is how I survived. So I refused to go into the mall. Then when I got well, I left the village and searched for my own life because I didn't want to go to university to read law because I didn't have that exposure. And I took to the streets. So I lived on the streets for 2 good years, doing all kinds of menial jobs to survive. Many other things comes, including food poisoning. I survived there through food poisoning. Somebody deliberately poisoned one of my cousins. And in the midst of all this, I was able to join an illegal mining gang. That was a gang. They sneaked to go to the part of Ghana, the northern part of Ghana, where I was, to help dig a gold. And because I could read and write, I was basically the secretary. But when the time we go into the sneak at night, we go with a pickup into that particular area, they do the digging. They use crude tools to do the digging. And the rate on which people were dying was unimaginable. So one day, I took 12 guys to the bush, and 10 of them went into the underground. They used the dynamite, and because they had no knowledge, they blasted the dynamite inside, and they blasted themselves. By the time we struggled, and people helped us with the police to bring those dead bodies at the back of a truck, and I was sitting with them, with people's entries, where we open, and advised myself, I wouldn't go to this business again. So with the money I had, I opened a beer parlor. I started selling my drinks, and I was getting a lot of money. And I was using my money to sponsor children within that area, paying their tuition support. So it was during this time that one man used to come and drink to stupor. And the man asked me, what do you really want to do in life? I said, I don't know. He said, you can be a very good priest. You are so kind to people and all that. I said, I'm not a Catholic. He said, okay, then why can't you go to teacher training college to think about your life? So on that, I applied to teacher training college, and lo and behold, I went for the interview, then they picked me up. It was a little bit drama. So at the teacher training college, I didn't go for lectures. I spent my time on a library attached to the Catholic Church there. So that was where I read a lot and then had myself converted from the Pentecostal church to the Catholic church. And through the teacher training college, I was able to contact a lot of people, organizing programs, and I was elected to be the school president and all those type of stuff. So that really opened me up to interact with a lot of people, including an Irish American brother. So when I was about graduation, he said, Samuel, what do you want to do for your life after graduation? I said, I don't know. I'm asking God. So I've thought about a life of devotion in terms of priesthood. I said, I know. So in my presence, he called the Holy Ghost Fathers, their administration, and said, I have one young guy who can do well in priesthood. Can you give him admission? Which is quite unusual. So they sent me an admission package, and then I wrote to them that I can't go to priesthood. It's never part of my life. And then after I sent the letter, 2 weeks, I found myself in the city where that particular group of people were. And then I asked, is it the place that the Holy Ghost Fathers are? I said, yes. So I entered inside. I asked for the priest who wrote to me. He interacted with me. I said, I will give you admission for you to come up. At that time, I was teaching as a professional teacher in the northern part of Ghana, which many people don't work. So there, I worked things out, and I joined the Holy Ghost Fathers. Actually, I didn't enter the seminary. I was just going to find out what really takes place in the seminary, but not with the idea of becoming a priest, because I was still a Church of Pentecost. And I couldn't know the Catholic prayers and all those kind of stuff. So I went through those kind of moments, and then from there I had my training, 13 years in the middle seminary. And then all through the 13 years, there are 3 dramatic things I want to share with you. the school, the seminary has a good soccer team, and I was a good soccer player and a goalkeeper as well. So I was keeping for the team. And because of my experiences, some of the Irish priests felt I don't belong, I'm not supposed to be in the seminary, so they wanted to kick me out. So we had one crucial soccer match, and the process of keeping, I collided my head with somebody, landed on the floor, and I was on coma for 3 days. When I was on coma for 3 days, eventually they discovered that the thing has affected my brain, so I could no more be in the seminary. So they had to arrange for a neurosurgeon to fly from France to come to Ghana to work on me. Many things happened. But I remember the day before the surgery, I had a dream where I was in theater and a group of people I don't know were working on me. So the following morning, my room was smelling like hospital. So I told my mom had traveled from village and my dad to take me and all that. So that day they took me to the hospital, did everything. Then the surgeon said, can this guy go for another scan? And then I went for the scan. They said, he said for the scan, said everything is fixed. So we can go back to the seminary. And yet the seminary will not agree. And I went at the time they were writing examination. And the condition was that I can't read and I can't write, so I can't go back to the seminary. So I went and sneaked and wrote one of their exams. And then I wrote the paper, it was under philosophical anthropology. And we were 32 students, and lo and behold, I had the highest mark, which was 84%. And I think one of the questions I handled so well was immortality of the soul. And most of the things I wrote were the experiences I had in that kind of a dream. And then with that, I wrote my first dissertation on immortality of the soul. And I took Best Research Awards from the Spiritan University College. And that helped me, the formator had to get me back to the seminary. And I went through the seminary, the philosophy house, and then I had 2 scholarships. But what the professor wouldn't allow you to go through, and then they have to play their own politics there. And I found myself also and to do 2 years pastoral work. And they sent me to a place in Ghana where no priest went to work. The first priest after 5 years died, so the second priest after 2 years died, the third priest after 6 months had, they had to transplanting of the kidney, so many other things. So they took me there, and I survived for 1 year. Many weird things happened. When they took about diabolical forces and all that, I had to survive for it. And with that, they had to withdraw me back to go to Nigeria to do my theology. In the theology, among all the weird experiences are 2. One, when my father died, I had to fly back to Ghana and do a lot of things. And between the time we buried my father and 3 months after the burial, I had 6 car accidents. And then I survived all through that accidents. I don't want to go through the nitty-gritty of the whole thing. And after surviving, the last one was taking a student to hospital because I was in charge of the infirmary. I took a Sierra Union student to hospital, and on my way back, there were a group of people who consider themselves as ritual murderers. So they laid an ambush, and then we get to the city, and a part of Nigeria, part of their culture is that the system of transportation, especially like taxi, is the motorbike. So they use the motorbike as system of transportation. So when I was on top of the one of them, with the rider, before I jumped on the motorbike, a beautiful lady with about 3 months old baby came to me. I said, can you give me money? But looking at the person, she's the one who was supposed to give me money. But he was so well dressed. And then all the money I had in my pocket, I gave it to her. And she said, go well, and you will survive. And I didn't understand it. And when we went, we got off the freeway, we negotiated about 10 minutes to get to the seminary. Then from nowhere, we saw a barrier that had blocked the road because it was just a small path. they broke the rule and 12 guys came out with machetes and clubs and hope. And then before I knew, they had already removed one hand of the motor rider. And then the motor rider fell, and then I fell first, so the motor was on me, and I had a bag. So the bag really supported me from the burst, the heat of the motor engine. And then they started throwing the cutlass here and there, and in fact, I have gone through a major plastic surgery in my head. So if we really watch, almost every minute I need to go out and wash my mouth, because the longer I stay, the more the odor doesn't come well. And it has given me a kind of tension headache, which I need to manage as a polarity for the rest of my life. And everything went through. I was in 6 months. I spent 6 months at the hospital. Over-equipped with the Nigerian needs and many other things happened. And with all the wounds, I still make fun of the whole situation until when I needed to get my master's in theology before graduation. But the 3rd day before the exams, I had 2 weeks to my ordination, my priestly ordination, and I hadn't bought anything. So somebody invited me to another city for help. So when the lady picked me up at the city called Port Harcourt, where Chevron get their oil to this country, the person who was riding wanted to take a shortcut, and in the process, the person landed, the car went into a sewer, a major sewer where you have a pool of water, contain all kinds of divers. So we went in and were there for about 40 minutes before they could get people and trucks to come and pull us out. And the 3rd day, I wrote my master's.